Of 2025, and as you can tell by our drone shot here on FloRacing, we have got some spectacular conditions for some racing here this evening. Not many clouds in the sky. The wind is still here, but it's not quite as bad as what we saw the last two nights, obviously. And we've got a fantastic crowd making their way into the grandstands right now. We tried on Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. We could not make it happen. Rain, wind, all kinds of things happening here at the racetrack. We tried again last night on Friday, and the same safety crew, ambulance, security, all those people that go into the big track, they have to come over here to the small track as well to help us out. That race ran way long, and so we weren't able to get it done. But here we are tonight. We got all the things in order. Everything's going well, and we are going to make it happen here for race number 1 of 2025 with Kubota High Limit Racing here at the dirt track at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The first race with a National Touring Wing Sprint Car Series here at this track since 2019, and as you can tell by this drone shot, it is a perfect place right there. 63 degrees right now, 8-mile-per-hour winds, clear skies, really not much to complain about as a race fan, as a race car driver, and as somebody just loves sprint car racing. How can you complain about what we are looking at right now from this drone shot here on Flo? Here's the race schedule for tonight. We're going to try rip through this program pretty quickly. We've got hot laps coming up first. That'll take place in about 12 minutes time or so. We'll go right into qualifying right after that. 2 cars on the racetrack at the same time for 2 laps. 4 heat races after that, 8 laps in distance. The dash, then the B main. Actually, it'll be the B main, then the dash, and then a 30-lap feature event that pays $25,000 to the winner. So a pretty hefty payday here for race number 1 of 2025. Also $1,500 just to make the feature here tonight for that 30-lap main event. So here are some of the track facts that you need to know about Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Location, well, that's pretty easy. It's here in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was opened back in 1996. Half-mile dirt track right out here in the desert, and the track record was set by Danny Lasowski on March 4th of 2004 at a 13.714 second lap time. And you see that opened right there. Opened in November of 1996. The first ever World of Outlaws show that took place here was 1997. And interestingly enough, one of the cars that is in the field tonight, his car owner was in that race, and that's Ryan Timms. Shane Liebig actually took place. He was in that race. Apparently there was 83 cars in the field that night. Shane Liebig was not able to make the show tonight, but that's a pretty cool tie-in that Ryan Timms is here as well. And so all these years later, back at it again here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway dirt track. And you know who else is back at it again is Tony Laporta. Tony, take it away down there.
Chase, thanks a bunch. You talked about it. There is not much to complain about here on a Saturday night in Las Vegas, Nevada. The sun is out, so the guns are out. I think we got the booth camera working up there. Chase, I'm just wondering, are your guns out up there as well right now?
They are, yes, and I have been, as you could tell, I have been really working them out here recently.
Yeah, that's impressive. You needed them because it is beautiful weather here tonight for what was going to be round number 2, but as you hit on, round number 1 being a scratch due to some really wild weather conditions. So we are ready to kick off the 2025 Kubota High Limit Racing season here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway dirt track. The NASCAR Xfinity race just wrapping up. The house is starting to fill up now with some fans in the grandstands, but back there in that pit area, a full 2 rows of teams, trailers, and wing sprint cars ready to go racing, and a tough time to get around back there because of so many eager and excited fans getting their first look for some of them out here in the state of Nevada in a very long time at National Touring Winged Sprint Cars. Walking through the pit area, meeting a few of those fans, Greg and Suzanne Wilson from your neck of the woods, Chase, out near Chico, California. Greg told me, came out here, was excited for the whole weekend. He himself used to work in NASCAR, but he just finds himself falling in love over and over again with dirt track and wing sprint car racing. He told me, walking through the pit area at a Kubota High Limit Racing event, he can't find a single driver, team, or crew member he doesn't like and want to learn a lot more about. He says the Kubota High Limit Racing pit area, well, it feels like a big family. Chase, you and I, we've been hanging out all week here getting ready to do this and go racing. We're like a big family out on the road, and we're ready to go racing and kick off 2025. Folks, don't go anywhere. Live coverage of round 1 of 2025 with Kubota High Limit continues here, live on FloRacing.
time. You're watching live on FloRacing.com. It's race number 1 with Kubota High Limit Racing here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway dirt track. Before we get into hot laps, we want to take a look at the point standings from last year and kind of remind you of what happened last year. Brad Sweet was obviously the champion, won it by 297 points over Tyler Courtney and 298 points over Rico Abreu. That was a battle for second all the way down to the very end at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track last year. Brent Marks finished up 4th last year in points, and Corey Day was 5th. That car now occupied by Spencer Basin. You see him a little bit lower on the list there in 8th. That car now driven by Brenham Crouch. You got the 83 of James McFadden was there in 7th in driver points. Justin Peck was 6th in driver points. That car now driven by Dason Persley. Got Parker Price Miller 9th and Corey Eliason in 10th. That is how we finished things off from last year, and obviously things are going to be much, much different this year when we add 5 new drivers to the fold with our 14 high rollers in 2025. Now, also another new thing that we have this year is your ability to wager on the races here as well. Here are the latest odds with High Limit Racing going into tonight. Kyle Larson is the odds-on favorite at plus 125. Got Brad Sweet there as well at the second best odds at plus 299. Rico Abreu, Corey Day, and then Tyler Courtney, the top 5 drivers in odds. And you got a couple more guys down the list here that are a little bit higher, and you can maybe win a little bit more money if you're betting on those guys. The guy that I'm looking at here for Rodman's Risk, as you can see right there, bottom left of your screen. Now, throughout the year, Rodman's Risk is kind of a thing where if you put $10 on it, you might be able to pay off or pay your rent for the month there. That's what we're going with Rodman's Risk. And I think that Darren Pittman right there at plus 6,749 is absolutely fantastic value. $10 right there would get you $674. And Darren Pittman, he has been so close to victory lane here in the past. He has 49 career starts here at the dirt track at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 3-time second place finisher. He did it in 2004, 2016, and 2019. And last year with High Limit Racing at a track very, very similar to this, the Texas Motor Speedway dirt track, Pittman started on the pole of both of those races and finished in second. So I think at plus 6,749, I might sprinkle a little bit there if I'm one of you viewers watching at home. Make sure to go over to nxtbets.com/playhlr and you can learn more on there. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Tony Laporta, what do you got?
Well, Chase, you talk about a new facet of Kubota High Limit Racing in 2025 with the Bet NXT ability. Another new facet, and it ties into the driver you were just talking about for Rodman's Risk. Darren Pittman, he made sure that he was hearing Mike Hess correctly in the driver's meeting just a little while ago back in the pit area. Darren had a question about a new facet with Kubota High Limit this year, and that is the fact that we tested it out down in Australia, and this year here in the United States, the pole sitters for all 4 of the heat races each and every night of a traditional High Limit Racing format event, if you're the pole sitter for one of our heat races, you, yes, you, the pole sitter, get to choose which lane you will start that heat race in. So Darren Pittman, the driver from Rodman's Risk, he wanted to confirm that was going on, and we can confirm the pole sitters get lane choice this year.
Yeah, that's going to be fun to follow along with throughout the entire season, which tracks it works at, which tracks it doesn't work at. And so we'll see who takes advantage of that opportunity later on when we get to those heat races. As you see the water trucks and the pack trucks making some final adjustments before we get into our first Dirt Draft Hot Lap session of the night. Before we do that, though, we wanted to remind you of the Dirt 2 season that just came out earlier this week. You can watch it live on, or not watch it live, but you can watch it on FloRacing.com. We'll have 4 more episodes coming out throughout the rest of the next couple of weeks, over the next couple of weeks. And if you have not seen it yet, well, here is a really good teaser. I'm telling you guys, it is so well done that we were watching the movie theater tonight, and I thought it wasn't going to end. I just did not want it to end. So take a look at this promo.
Kubota High Limit Season 2 is here. The dirt track series that shook the world is back. Bigger, faster, and ready to make history. It all begins under the bright lights of Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada on March 13th. Kubota High Limit is over 60 races with nearly $6 million on the line, and the series that lets drivers call their own shots. Catch up with Dirt Season 2 on Flow March 13th. High High Limit isn't just about competition, it's about freedom, where the best go head-to-head without limits. Join Brad Sweet, Tyler Courtney, Rico Abreu, and the biggest names in dirt racing as they battle for glory and take fans along for the wildest ride of the year. From the first green flag to the epic finale, High Limit is more than racing, it's a movement. Kubota High Limit is all in.
Good stuff from everyone back there with FloRacing and their TV and all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. That docuseries, absolutely fantastic. The next episode will be coming out next week as well, and you could, as I mentioned, watch them all on FloRacing.com, and then later on they will be available on YouTube as well. And so we hope that you check that out. As you can see, if you're watching at home on Flo, sprint cars are about to make their way onto the racetrack for the first time tonight, and the first time this season officially with Kubota High Limit Racing. 38 of them about to take to the racetrack in 6 different groups for hot laps. You see the first car rolling onto the racetrack now on the back straightaway. We'll introduce you to them as they come out. From Enumclaw, Washington, that's the Kane Screen Print Brumos Collection, Matman Designs, HendrickCars.com, Caravan Trailers number 9. It's Casey Kane. Casey Kane in car number 9. And also on the Speedway right now, from Myerstown, Pennsylvania, that's the M&M Painting and Construction, McGrew Equipment Auctions, Baps Paint, Livewire Customs, number 19. The driver is Brent Marks. Brent Marks in car number 19. And from Templeton, California, the David Cry Engineering, Stay Paso, Luxton Real Estate, Wilden Auto Display, number 3. That is Caleb Montgomery. Caleb Montgomery in car number 3. And making his way into turn number 3 now, from St. Helena, California, the Rico Abreu, Kerbagajanian Racing, Pacific Boring, Weiser Agency, Waste Connections, ArcZone.com, number 24, it is Rico Abreu. Rico Abreu in the 24. The yellow and black car making his way into the 3rd corner now from Cobble Hill, British Columbia, Canada. It's the Shark Engines, Grinders Automotive and Marine, Saratoga Motorsports Park, Malahat Auto Wrecking, number 21P. It's Robbie Price. Robbie Price in the 21P. Driver that earned the pole in last night's NASCAR truck race makes his way onto the Speedway as well. From Clovis, California, the Myers Constructors, Four Seas Construction, Driven to Save Lives, Sander Engineering, Tally Oil, number 14 BC, it's Corey Day. Corey Day in the 14 BC. And from Angola, from Monrovia, Indiana, excuse me. Driving the Skagit Speedway, Race Redeem Foundation, Ford Performance, Hagerili Services, number 26. That is Justin Peck. Justin Peck in car number 26. And the final car on the Speedway for this session, making his way down the front straightaway now from Elk Grove, California. The FloRacing, Finley Farms, HendrickCars.com, Fulkins Brothers Trucking, Works Limited, JVI Group number 57. It's Young Money, Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson in the 57. First group of Dirt Draft Hot Laps is getting up to speed now at the dirt track at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for race number 1 of 2025 with Kubota High Limit Racing. Lap times coming across our screen now. Fastest lap so far is by Kyle Larson at a 16.068. 16068. Now Rico Abreu, the first driver in the 15-second bracket, 15.705. Kyle Larson joins Abreu into the 15-second bracket along with Caleb Montgomery. Abreu goes faster now to 15.455. Corey Day now goes to the top, 15.387 for the 14 BC. Casey Kane right behind him at 15.393. So the checkered flag is out in our first practice session of the night, and Corey Day is the fastest, 15.307 for the 14 BC. He is followed by Casey Kane, second quick at 15.393. Rico Abreu in third, 15.455. Robbie Price in fourth at a 15.464, and Justin Peck in fifth in car number 26 at a 15.548. Following them, Kyle Larson, Caleb Montgomery, and Brent Marks, the 8 drivers that were on the racetrack there in our first Dirt Draft Hot Lap session of the evening. Dirt Draft has a new feature for 2025. It's called Dirt Draft Leagues, allowing users to create private multi-event competitions and leaderboards going head-to-head with friends, family, rivals, or whomever they choose to invite. Users can customize the league length, weekly, monthly, season-long, or anything in between. Some of the features including creating a private league for your racing community, family, or friends, launch your own league on night 1, mid-season, or at any point, track your group's performance with a dedicated high-limit racing leaderboard, set point entry requirements per event or for the full league duration. Top league finishers earn speed shot points, adding extra competition to the fun. Continuing on now with our second practice session of the night, rolling onto the Speedway first. She is from Fresno, California. That's the Pacific Boring, Circle J5 Farms, M&L Plumbing, Medtech Titanium, number 14E. That is Mariah Ead. Mariah Ead in the 14E. And also on the racetrack right now, rolling off at turn number 4 from Lincoln, California, the California Waterfowler, iHelmets, K1 Race Gear, CVC Concrete, number 83T. That is Tanner Carrick. Tanner Carrick in the 83T. And making his way off at turn number 4 now, from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, the Inland Rigging, MP Environmental, Woodland Auto Display, Shurkin LLC, number 73. That is the Macho Man, Brady Bacon. Brady Bacon in the 73. And right behind him, making his way down the front stretch from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the Hample Oil, Joe Pigeon Trucking, Raw Machinery, CP Mining and Excavating, number 10 of Ryan Timms. Ryan Timms in car number 10. And one of our Race Reading Foundation Rookie of the Year contenders makes his way down the front stretch now from Waco, Texas, the All Ball Your Alternative, Infamous Inc., Bush's Chicken, Flint Rock Ranch, Easy Print, number 9R. It's the quickest chicken, Chase Randall. Chase Randall in the 9R. And from Aromas, California, the MidTreeConstruction.com, North County Plastering, Yuba Sutter Aviation, High Performance Lubricants, number 2X. That is Justin Sanders. Justin Sanders in the 2X. And another Rookie of the Year contender makes his way into turn number 1 now. From Locust Grove, Oklahoma, the Pella Avanti Windows and Doors, Big Spring Car Wash, Water Treatment by Design, number 13 of Dason Persley. Dason Persley in the 13. Final car on the racetrack for this session is going to be Bill Wagner, the driver to Reeder, North Dakota, the Wagner Aeronautical, Larson Construction, the Shack Outfitters, number 78. As we go green on Dirt Draft, Hot Lap session number 2. Justin Sanders quickly to the top, and as well as Dason Persley. Persley now goes 15.025, almost into the 14-second bracket. Tanner Carrick is second now, 15.278. Checker flag is coming out of the flag stand right now. So the checkered flag comes out on our second practice session of the night, and Dason Persley, car number 13, he is the fastest now at a 14.940. He is followed by Chase Randall at 15.090. Ryan Timms in third at 15.141. Tanner Carrick in fourth at 15.153. And Justin Sanders in fifth at a 15.194. Corey Day, Brady Bacon, Casey Kane, Rico Abreu, and Robbie Price, the top 10 so far in hot laps. So a pair of Race Reading Foundation Rookie of the Year contenders showing the way here after 2 groups of practice at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway dirt track. Dason Persley, it's been well documented, less than 30 career 410 wing sprint car starts going on the national trail this year with Boog Motorsports in that number 13. Here comes our next set of cars rolling onto the Speedway on the back straightaway. From Tempe, Arizona, that's the All-Star Performance DRC chassis, Z-Max. Number 34, it's Sterling Kling. Sterling Kling in car number 34. And also making his way onto the Speedway, another one of our Rookie of the Year contenders from Northport, Florida, the Global Link Moxie Performance Sports Advisors Creative Products Group, number 24D, it's Danny Sams III. Danny Sams III in car number 24D. From Lubbock, Texas, the Horizon Whiskey, Nice Crete and Landis block. High Performance Lubricants, philpools.com, number 5. That is 19-year-old Brenham Crouch. Brenham Crouch in car number 5. From Sacramento, California, the Chuck's Corvette Loyalty Builders, JKF Enterprises, Aloha Travel, number 9F. The bright yellow and pink number 9 car is Dustin Freitas. Dustin Freitas in the 9F. And from Hanford, California, driving the Netto Ag, Penny Newman Grain, Mechanics Choice, Vanderpool Petroleum, number 88N, that is DJ Netto. DJ Netto in the 88N. And the red number 88 also on the Speedway as well from Altoona, Iowa. The Country Builders Construction, Ochoco West, Bosma Family Farms, Tucker Trucking, number 88W. That is Austin McCarl. Austin McCarl in the 88W. Final car in this session comes to us out of Jacksonville, Oregon. It's the Tarleton & Son, American Rock and Rent Durst Family, High Performance Lubricants, number 21T. It is Tanner Holmes. Tanner Holmes in the 21T. Those are the drivers in our third practice session of the night. They are going green now. Fastest lap time currently Dason Persley at 14.940. The only driver in the 14-second bracket as of right now. Brenham Crouch now goes to the top of the speed charts, and now it's Austin McCarl. Now it's Tanner Holmes, 14.698. Danny Sams is second now. Austin McCarl back to third, Brenham Crouch in fourth. Four drivers now making up the top of the speed charts after that group right there, led by the 21T of Tanner Holmes, 14.698. Now the fastest so far in practice. Danny Sams in second at 14.704. Austin McCarl in third, 14.760. And then Brenham Crouch in fourth at 14.870. Dason Persley in fifth. Sterling Kling, Chase Randall, Ryan Timms, Tanner Carrick, and Justin Sanders are the 10 fastest so far, with 2 more groups left to come out and practice here in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Mentioned at the top of the show, but the track record, as we mentioned, was a 13.719. So for comparison, we're just under a second off of the track record. So still a long ways to go if we would like to see track record speeds in qualifying. Does not look like that's going to happen as of right now, as we see the next group of cars making their way onto the racetrack. First driver onto the Speedway making his high limit racing, his 410 sprint car, and his Las Vegas Motor Speedway dirt track debut. From Charlotte, North Carolina, the Monster Energy Drink, pristineauction.com, Avanti Windows and Doors, number 84. That is Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs in car number 84. And also on the racetrack from Indianapolis, Indiana, the NOS Energy Drink, Spire Motorsports, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Brant Gainbridge, number 7 BC. They call him Sunshine. It's Tyler Courtney. Tyler Courtney in the 7 BC. And also making an appearance on the racetrack now from Fresno, California, the Red Rose Transportation, Selzy Enterprises, Redline Oil, Whipple Superchargers, number 41S. It's Dominic Selzy. Dominic Selzy in car number 41S. And from Glendale, Arizona, the Gary Silva Ranches, Safety Clean, Moose's LZ Bar and Grill, Triple X Chassis, number 7. The driver is Ashton Torgerson. Ashton Torgerson in the number 7. And also on the racetrack on the back straightaway right now from Higginsville, Missouri, the Casey's FVP, Andy's Frozen Custard, Impact Signs, Dittsville transfer number 21. It's Blackjack Brian Brown. Brian Brown in the 21. And the defending Kubota Highlander Racing champion makes his way into turn number 3 now from Grass Valley, California. The Napa Auto Parts, Brumos Collection, Durst Family, Factory Cane, Self-Storage at Tehela. Number 49, it's the Big Cat, Brad Sweet. Brad Sweet in the 49. And also on the racetrack now from Billings, Montana, the C&L Service, JJM Performance, Velt Clothing, Big Sky Speedway, number 28. That is Joe Perry. Joe Perry in car number 28. And also on the racetrack from Marysville, Washington, the Dream Racing, Short Creek Builders, Southern Star Construction, the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints, number 89. That's Doug Cleater. Doug Cleater in the 89. A little bit of smoke showing off of Cleater's number 89 tonight, his High Limit Racing debut. As it looks like we are set to go green here in Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 4. One more remains after this as we see the cars get up to speed. Caution lights come out just as we were about to go green. Might have something to do with the 89 of Doug Cleater as that car is billowing smoke as he makes his way down the front straightaway. Doug Cleater made a 360 sprint car appearance last year at the Grays Harbor Raceway in Washington. Prior to last year, had not raced a sprint car since the early 90s. And Cleater was certainly a surprise entrant. We saw him pull into the pit area here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway dirt track, all the way out of Marysville, Washington. I suspect we may see him later on this year as well at the Skagit Nationals up there in Alger, Washington. And Doug Cleater pulls the car into the infield, so certainly some mechanical gremlins there for him as it was billowing smoke as soon as he pulled onto the racetrack. And so now we will resume Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 4. Underway. Lap times coming across. Brian Brown, 7th quick so far. Brad Sweet goes straight to the top. Now Tyler Courtney surpasses him at a 14.481. All of a sudden, really not that far off the track record at 14.4. About 7/10 off. I know that's still a long ways, but much closer than I was anticipating as the checkered flag falls. So in our second to last hot lap group, the 7BC, now the fastest driver in practice. It's Tyler Courtney at 14.481 seconds. Brad Sweet in the 49 was second quick at 14.604. Tanner Holmes in third at 14.698. Danny Sams the third is fourth at 14.704. Brian Brown fifth at 14.711. Austin McCarl, Dominic Selzy, Brenham Crouch, Dason Persley, and Sterling Kling, the 10 fastest drivers in practice with one more group left to run. So right after this group here, we will go into qualifying. It'll be 2 cars on the racetrack at the same time, and they will go for 2 laps. The best of those laps will line them up for a heat race later on this evening. And with 38 cars in the pit area, we will split that down the middle. We'll talk more about that here in just a moment as our next driver rolls onto the racetrack now. The 2013 World of Outlaws champion out of Owasso, Oklahoma. It's the Glenville Station Jetco Kreitz Oval Track Parts Downs Automotive number 69K. That is Darren Pittman. Darren Pittman in the 69K. One of our Race Reading Foundation Rookie of the Year contenders from Apollo, Pennsylvania, the Mercedes Motorsports, Ducati of Pittsburgh, Hollywood Blasting and Coating, Mountain Mechanical, MAV Motorsports, number 42. That is Cy Lynch. Cy Lynch in the 42. Also on the racetrack, from Lebanon, Indiana, the Sander Engineering, Four Seas Construction, Myers Constructors, Autry Plumbing, Sincal Demolition, number 14. That is Spencer Baston. Spencer Baston in the 14. And also on the racetrack now, from Clute, Texas, the Fulkins Brothers Trucking, STC, American Table, B&L Holdings, Power Plus, number 87. That's Aaron Reitzel. Aaron Reitzel in the 87. And also out there from Hilo, Hawaii, the JG Ponton Racing, Ream Industries, Fast Track Designs, Carrick Towing, number 24P. That is Dalen Pereira. Dalen Pereira in the 24P. From Auburn, California, the Parking and Transportation Group of Las Vegas, Nevada, Orville Tax, Wilkie Masonry, Pacific Highway Rental number 92. That's Mr. Excitement, Andy Forsberg. Andy Forsberg in the 92. And final car on the Speedway, it's the DJ of the night. He comes to us out of Minden, Nevada, the JST Motorsports, the Ritual, Smith Titanium Factory Cane, Maxwell Racing Oils, number 88. That is Tanner Thorson. Tanner Thorson in the 88 as we go green on our final practice session of the night. Spencer Baston, Darren Pittman, and Aaron Reitzel all jumping into the top 5, led by Reitzel second quick at 14.482, 1/1000th of a second off of Tyler Courtney's time. Pittman goes better on his second time by the line, 14.625. Spencer Baston in fifth at 14.667. Well, race fans, that is it for practice here tonight. The fastest driver overall out of all 38 is the 7BC of Tyler Courtney. 14.481 was the lap time. Aaron Reitzel in that last group goes second quick at 14.482. Brad Sweet in third at 14.604. Darren Pittman fourth, 14.625. And Spencer Baston in fifth at 14.667. Behind those guys, also in the top 10, Tanner Holmes, Danny Sams, Brian Brown, Austin McCarl, and Dominic Selzy. Next on the program is Capital Custom Trailer Qualifying. They are the #1 Renegade Toterhome dealers and the #1 Intech trailer dealers. No one sells more Toterhomes or Intech trailers than Capital Renegade Custom Trailers and Coaches. If you're in the market for a Toterhome or a trailer, trust the people that are there in the pits with you and that support the sport. Check out their complete lineup at www.capitalrenegade.com. So as we mentioned, it is qualifying next. 2 cars at the same time, 2 laps on the clock. And with 38 cars in the field, we will split them down the middle. So it's going to be, well, I'm not very good at math. Tony might have to help me out here with this one, but 19 cars in each of the 2 flights. So the 19 cars in Flight A will heat race against each other in heat races 1 and 2. The 19 cars in Flight B will heat race against each other in heat races 3 and 4. So after Danny Sams, he is the last car in Flight A. Tanner Holmes will mark the first car in Flight B as we get our first set of qualifiers making their way towards the racetrack right now. First 2 cars on the racetrack from Enumclaw, Washington, McCain Screen Print, Bruno's Collection, Matman Designs, HittlerCars.com, Caravan Trailers #9, a Casey Kane, and also on the racetrack from Elk Grove, California, the FloRacing, Finley Farms, HittlerCars.com, Fulkins Brothers Trucking, Works Limited, JVI Group number 57. Here's Kyle Larson. Lap 1 for Casey Kane is a 14.604, 1.4604. Lap 1 for Kyle Larson is to the top, 14.286, 1.4286. Lap number 2 for Casey Kane. He will slow down just barely to a 14.606. First lap better, 14.604. Kyle Larson, lap number 2, he will slow down to a 14.301. First lap better, 14.286. Kyle Larson shows the way early on in Capital Custom Trailer Qualifying with Casey Kane right behind him. Next two qualifiers from Templeton, California, the David Cry Engineering, State Paso, Luxton Real Estate, Woodland Auto Display, number 3 of Caleb Montgomery. And also qualifying now from Clovis, California, the Myers Constructors, Four Seas Construction, Driven to Save Lives, Sander Engineering, Tally Oil, number 14 BC. Here is Corey Day. Lap 1 for Montgomery, he is third quick, a 14.677, 14.677 on lap 1 for Caleb Montgomery. Lap number 1 for Corey Day, second quick, 14.352, 14.352. Lap 2 for Montgomery, he is going to slow down to a 15.044. First lap better, 14.677. And Corey Day, lap number 2, he will slow down as well to a 14.423. So Corey Day second and Caleb Montgomery fourth out of 4 cars so far. Next two qualifiers from Cobble Hill, British Columbia, Canada. Here is the Shark Engines, Grinders Automotive and Marine, Saratoga Motorsports Park, Malahat Auto Wrecking, number 21P, it's Robbie Price. And also on the racetrack from Myerstown, Pennsylvania, the M&M Painting and Construction, McGrew Equipment Auctions, Babs Paint, Livewire Custom, number 19, it's Brent Marks. Lap 1 for Robbie Price, fifth quick, 14.746, 14.746. Lap 1 for Brent Marks, he is third quick, 14.536, 14.536. Robbie Price, second lap, he will improve, but stays sixth quick, 14.690, 14.690. And for Brent Marks on lap number 2, he is better as well, stays third, 14.427, 14.427 for Brent Marks on the 19. Next two qualifiers from St. Helena, California, the Rico Abreu, Kerbagajanian Racing, Pacific Boring, Weiser Agency, Waste Connections, ArcZone.com, number 24, it's Rico Abreu. And also on the racetrack from Monrovia, Indiana, the Skagit Speedway, Race for the Foundation, Ford Performance, Hagerly Services, number 26 of Justin Peck. Lap 1 for Abreu, he's going to be third quick, 14.394, 14.394. Justin Peck's opening lap is going to be 8th quick, 14.725, 14.725. Rico Abreu on lap number 2. He is going to slow down just a little bit there to a 14.396. First one better, 13, or make that 14.394. And Peck is better on lap 2, but stays 8th quick at 14.713. Abreu third and Peck 8th of 8 cars so far. Two more cars set to qualify from Morovis, California, the MidTreeConstruction.com, North County Plastering, Yuba Sutter Aviation, High Performance Lubricants, number 2X, here is Justin Sanders. And also on the racetrack from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, the Inland Rigging MP Environmental, Woodland Auto Display, Shurkin LLC, number 73, the Macho Man, Brady Bacon. Sanders on lap 1, he is 9th quick at 14.731, 14.731. Lap number 1 for Brady Bacon, 5th quick, 14.576, 14.576. Lap number 2 for Justin Sanders, he will slow down, 14.822. First one was better, 14.731. And for Brady Bacon on lap number 2, he will go faster but stays 5th at a 14.503. So Brady Bacon 5th and Justin Sanders in 10th of 19 cars to qualify here in Flight A. And qualifying next from Reeder, North Dakota. He drives the Wagner Aeronautical, Larson Construction, the Shack Outfitters, number 78. Here is Bill Wagner. Bill Wagner in the 78. Wagner tonight in his Las Vegas Motor Speedway debut. First lap for Bill Wagner, 15.356, 15.356. Bill Wagner, 22nd last Saturday night with the NARC Sprint cars in Stockton, California. Best finish of 15th 4 times last year. Oh, and Wagner's flying through the infield. And lap 2 does not click because he missed the transponder loop right there coming across the line. So Bill Wagner will get 1 lap, and it's a 15.356. A little bit of a sketchy moment there coming across the line for old Bill. Here are your next two qualifiers from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the Hample Oil, Joel Pigeon Trucking, Raw Machinery, CP Mining and Excavating, number 10 of Ryan Timms. And also on the racetrack from Waco, Texas, Y'all Ball, your alternative. Infamous Inc., Bush's Chicken, Flint Rock Ranch, Easy Print number 9, and Chase Randall. Lap 1 for Ryan Timms. He is 6th quick at 14.536. 1.4536. Chase Randall's opening lap time. He will be 8th quick, 14.617, 1.4617. Ryan Timms, lap 2. He will go faster but stays in 6th at a 14.518, 1.4518 P6 for Ryan Timms. And Chase Randall is going to slow down to a 14.644. First one was better at 14.617 with 6 more cars left to go in Flight A. Your next 2 qualifiers led out by the driver to Locust Grove, Oklahoma, the Pella Avanti Windows and Doors, Big Spring Car Wash, Water Treatment by Design. Number 13, this is Dason Persley. And also on the racetrack from Fresno, California, the Pacific Boring, Circle J5 Farms, M&L Plumbing, Medtech Titanium, number 14E, it's Mariah Eid. Persley's first lap is 7th quick, 14.570, 1.4570. Mariah Eid, 15.417, 1.5417. She is 15th. Persley is 7th. Lap 2 for Dason Persley. He is going to improve but stays 7th. 14.555, 1.4555. And for Mariah Eid, she will improve as well. 14th quick on lap 2. 14, make that 15.247. Mariah 14th and Persley 7th. Your next 2 qualifiers, both hailing from the state of California, from Sacramento, the Chuck's Corvette Loyalty Builders, JKF Enterprises, Aloha Travel. Number 9F, here is Dustin Freitas. And also on the racetrack, from Lincoln, California, the California Waterfowl, Arai Helmets, K1 Race Gear, CVC Concrete, 83T of Tanner Carrick. Tanner Carrick in the 83, Dustin Freitas on lap 1 for him is going to be 16th quick at a 15.400, 1.5400. Carrick on lap 1. 14th quick, 14.763, 1.4763. Dustin Freitas finishing up his qualifying run. He'll go better, 15.397, stays 17th quick. And Carrick on lap 2, he will slow down to a 14.773. First lap better, 14.763. Should be your final 2 qualifiers here in Flight A, making the way to the racetrack. From Northport, Florida, the Global Link Moxie Performance Sports Advisors, Creative Products Group, number 24D, here is Danny Sams III. And from Altoona, Iowa, the Country Builders Construction, Ochoco West, Bosma Family Farms, Tucker Trucking, number 88W, it's Austin McCarl. Austin McCarl and Danny Sams out there on the racetrack. Sams, lap 1, 7th quick, 14.554, 1.4554. Austin McCarl, lap number 1. He is 5th quick, 14.451, 1.4451. Danny Sams on lap number 2. He will improve on lap time, but stays 8th quick, 14.528, 1.4528. And Austin McCarl, lap number 2, is going to be better. 4th quick, 14.413, 1.4413. 4th quick for Austin McCarl. So Kyle Larson, the fastest there in Flight A of qualifying. And now Flight B is about to take their turn on the racetrack for their qualifying efforts. 19 cars left to qualify. Then we'll get into opening ceremonies and our heat races very quickly after that. So here we go with Flight B. First car onto the racetrack from Hanford, California, the Netto Ag, Penny Newman Grain, Mechanics Choice, Vanderpool Petroleum, number 88N, it's DJ Netto. And also out there from Jacksonville, Oregon, it's the Tarleton & Son, American Rock and Rent, Durst Family, High Performance Lubricants, number 21T of Tanner Holmes. Tanner Holmes, 21T, DJ Netto, 88N. Lap 1 for Netto is a 14.793, 1.4793. Tanner Holmes, lap 1, 14.552. Great lap there for Tanner, 14.552 to open things up here in Flight B. Lap number 2 for Netto. He'll slow down to a 14.834. Lap number 2 for Tanner Holmes. He's better, 14.484, 1.4484. Tanner Holmes shows the way early on in Flight B of qualifying with DJ Netto behind him in second. Here come your next two qualifiers from Tempe, Arizona, the All-Star Performance DRC chassis, Z-Max number 34, that is Sterling Kling. And also making his way around the racetrack now from Lubbock, Texas, the Horizon Whiskey, Nice Green Lantis Block, High Performance Lubricants, philpools.com, number 5 of Brenham Crouch. Brenham Crouch in the 5, lap 1 for Sterling Kling is second quick, 14.540, 1.4540. Brenham Crouch on his first lap is going to be second quick, 14.527, 1.4527. Lap 2 for Sterling Kling is better back to second, 14.514, 1.4514. Brenham Crouch, second time by, he will slow down to a 14.905. First one was better, 14.527. Sterling Kling second, Brenham Crouch in third. The driver that was fastest overall in hot laps earlier on, now on the racetrack from Indianapolis, Indiana, the NOS Energy Drink, Spire Motorsports, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Brant Gamebridge, number 7 BC, it's Sunshine, Tyler Courtney. And the driver that was supposed to be out there with him not going to make it. So Courtney out there by himself. Lap 1 is to the top, 14.440, 1.4440. Tyler Courtney on lap number 1. It's a good one. Was second here in a USAC 360 sprint car in 2018. Lap number 2's better, 14.358, 1.4358. Tyler Courtney now the fastest here in Flight B of qualifying. Next two qualifiers, getting up to speed now. From Fresno, California, here is the Red Rose Transportation, Selzy Enterprises, Redline Oil, Whipple Superchargers, number 41S of Dominic Selzy. And also on the racetrack, from Charlotte, North Carolina, the Monster Energy Drink, PristineAuction.com, Avanti Windows and Doors, number 84, it's Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs in the 84, Dominic Selzy in the 41. Lap 1 for Dom, he's fifth quick, 14.691, 1.4691. Ty Gibbs, opening lap, he is sixth quick, 14.766, 1.4766. Dominic Selzy across the line on lap number 2. He will slow down to a 14.767. And for Ty Gibbs on lap number 2, he's better to fifth quick, 14.602, 1.4602. Ty Gibbs fifth and Dominic Selzy sixth of 7 cars so far. The defending Highland Racing champion now on the racetrack from Grass Valley, California, the Napa Auto Parts, Brumos Collection, Durst Family, Factory Cane, Self-Storage at Tehela, number 49. Here's the big cat, Brad Sweet. And from Billings, Montana, the CNL Service, JJM Performance, Velt Clothing, Big Sky Speedway 28 of Joe Perry. Lap 1 for Brad Sweet, second quick, 14.413, 1.4413. Joe Perry, lap 1 for him is going to be ninth quick, 15.347, 1.5347. Lap 2 for Brad Sweet, he is going to go better but stays in second at a 14.381. And for Joe Perry on lap 2, he will go faster as well but stays ninth quick at 15.159, 1.5159. Joe Perry ninth and Brad Sweet second, with 8 cars left to qualify. Next two qualifiers from Higginsville, Missouri, the Casey's FVP, Andy's Frozen Custard Impact Signs, Dittsville transfer number 21, here is Blackjack Brian Brown. And from Glendale, Arizona, the Gary Silver Ranches, Safety Clean, Moose Selzy Barn Grill, Triple X Chassis, number 7 of Ashton Torgerson. Lap 1 for Brownie, he is third quick, 14.460, 1.4460. And Torgerson is 10th quick on lap 1 at a 15.024, 1.5024. Lap 2 for Brian Brown, he is going to slow down to a 14.605. First lap better, 14.460. And for Ashton Torgerson, he's now 9th quick at 14.753, 1.4753. Your next two qualifiers out of Lebanon, Indiana, the Sander Engineering, 4Cs Construction, Myers Constructors, Autry Plumbing, Sincal Demolition, number 14, it's Spencer Baston. And also on the racetrack from Apollo, Pennsylvania, the Mercedes Motorsports, Ducati of Pittsburgh, Hollywood Plastic and Coating, Mountain Mechanical, Mad Motorsports, number 42, it's Cy Lynch. Cy Lynch and Spencer Baston, lap 1 for Baston. He is 7th quick, 14.563, 1.4563. Cy Lynch's opening lap is 9th quick now at a 14.665, 1.4665. Lap number 2 for Spencer Baston, third quick, 14.423. 1.4.423. Lap 2 for Cy Lynch. He is now 8th quick at 14.600. 1.4600. So Cy Lynch 8th and Spencer Baston 3rd in that group of cars. Only a handful of cars left to run here. Next up, the DJ of the night from Minden, Nevada, the JST Motorsports, The Ritual, Smith Titanium Factory Cane, Maxima Racing Oils, number 88, it's Tanner Thorson. And from Auburn, California, the Parking and Transportation Group of Las Vegas, Nevada, Orville Tax, Wilkie Masonry, Pacific Highway, run number 92 of Andy Forsberg. Lap 1 for Tanner Thorson is 12th quick, 14.780, 1.4780. Forsberg's opening lap is 14th at 14.981, 1.4981 for Andy Forsberg on lap number 1. Tanner Thorson's second lap is better to 11th quick at 14.747, 1.4747. Andy Forsberg is better as well, 14.934. He remains in 14th position of 15 cars so far. Next up, from Owasso, Oklahoma, the Glenville Station, Jetco, Kreitz Track Parts, Downs Automotive number 69K, piloted by Darren Pittman. And also on the racetrack from Clute, Texas, the Fulkins Brothers Trucking, STC, American Table, B&L Holdings, Power Plus, number 87 of Aaron Reitzel. Lap 1 for Darren Pittman is to the top, 14.234, 1.4234. Lap number 1 for Aaron Reitzel, second quick, 14.303, 1.4303. Lap 2 for Darren Pittman, he's going to slow down, 14.309, 1.4309. Lap number 2 for Aaron Reitzel is going to slow down just barely as well to a 14.321, but Darren Pittman now to the top in the 69K with a handful of cars left to run. This is actually our final car right here on the racetrack. It's Dalen Pereira from Hilo, Hawaii. The JG Ponton Racing, Ream Industries, Fast Track Designs, Carrick Towing, number 24P. Dalen Pereira out there making his first career 410 wing sprint car race debut here tonight. Lap 1 for Pereira is going to be a 15.383, 1.5383. Dalen Pereira, a 360 racer last year with the PowerRide 360 series, ended up in the 4th position at Central Arizona Speedway last year. Lap 2, he will improve to a 15.257, 1.5257 for Dalen Pereira. But how about Darren Pittman late in the going? He is the fastest driver in Flight 2 here tonight in the 69K. Darren Pittman, I'm pretty sure he has been quick time for every single race he's participated in with high limit racing, dating back to Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track last year. You get a look at Pittman's lap times. That car supposed to be, or was piloted by Christopher Bell earlier on this week. You see Bell on the wing cap, but it's Pittman behind the wheel. And that car, as we come to expect, straight as an arrow around the Las Vegas Motor Speedway dirt track. Pittman 3 times a second place finisher here in 49 career starts. And he leads them in Flight B at 14.234. Kyle Larson was the fastest driver in Flight A of qualifying. As the drivers, cars, and their crew members now make their way back to the pit area located outside of turns 1 and 2. And get themselves ready for heat races, which are coming up next on the program. Before we send you off to a commercial break here on FloRacing, we'll take a look at the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series upcoming schedule. The Atomic Speedway on March 21st, Brownstown Speedway on March 22nd. Then in April, they go to Georgetown Speedway, along with Hagerstown and Port Royal Speedway. So a little swing there with a bunch of big racetracks there for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series coming up here in just a few weeks' time. We've got qualifying in the books here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway's dirt track heat races coming up next.
Introducing the My Kubota app. With My Kubota, connecting with your local dealer is easier than ever. Find them with just a tap and contact them quickly for any assistance